Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Into the Collection, episode number 3. I am your host, No Way Jose 1022. If you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead. It takes 2 seconds. Go subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to dislike if you want to dislike, and also go check out my other stuff. I got some gaming videos there which will give you a boost of confidence in your gaming skill when you begin to see how bad I am at video games. With that being said and out of the way, let's get down to business, what you're really here for. You're here to figure out what I'm going to be talking about, and today for this episode I'm actually going to be diving in to my collection and showing you 4 pops. Now, if you notice, I don't have them anywhere near me and I haven't put up any pictures on the screen because I want to actually tell you how I got to that selection, how I got to those 4 pops. And the way I chose these pops for this episode was through an app that everybody loves to hate and some hate to love it, and I'm referring to the Funko app. Now, if you have been using the Funko app since it's been launched, then you are one of those who loves to hate it or hates to love it, whatever the case might be. But here's a little history. The Funko app, as we know it today, was relaunched in 2019 with added features as well as really promoting some of their awesome features. In 2019, Funko acquired Stashpedia, which was a free pop tracking application, as well as they partner up with poppriceguide.com, which most of us know it as PPG. This has allowed Funko to not only create within their application the ability for you to track, scan whatever pop items you have, but it also allows them to give a up-to-date accurate of how much that pop is worth through their partnership with PPG. Again, poppriceguide.com. Now, of course, with any application, with any software, there are some bugs and there are some good things and some bad things. And I know a lot of people do not like to use Funko app because sometimes they're not up to date, which I get it. But here's a good thing about it. They're actually doing a refresh of their application this year, and you can actually learn about it if you currently have the app. So with that being said, let's actually launch the app. But let's go to my favorite section, which is the list. Now the list shows you a few things. In my case, I have 3. I have my wish list, which are the pops that I would love to have in my collection and I wish to have, the Funko catalog, and then my collection. You can also create multiple lists depending on what your priorities are. You might create a list for, Funko Dorbs or Funko Ride or, those things. So I'm gonna go to my collection. Now, what I love about my collection is it gives you the total value of your pops as of the date that you're checking, and also gives you the total items if you own. Now, this is only banking on the fact that you are constantly updating the app. So every time you get a new pop, you are adding it to your Funko app, or your, that's the only way you're able to get a more accurate time. So in this case, I currently own 152 pop related items, and they're currently valued as of the date of this recording $4,119. Now, 152 items is a lot, but it's manageable. I mean, I can actually tell you about 85% of those pops. I can tell you what I have and what I don't have, especially if you ask me. There are people, collectors, who have 300s up to 700, even more. So unless you got amazing memory, it's really hard to keep track of all those pops. But the Funko app actually helps you out, especially if you're keeping up to date. On the top right corner, you can actually see a drop-down menu which allows you to look at it different ways. If you're not looking for a specific brand or a specific category and you're just gonna go through your entire collection, this actually gives you a more general option. Currently, I have mine set from low to high. So in my entire collection, my entire 152 items that I currently own, the first thumbnail, the first image that I will see will be my lowest as far as money value, pop or Funko item, and obviously the last will be the highest. I can change it up to go from highest to low. Now, with that being said, this is how I actually decided to choose the 4 pops that I'm going to be presenting today. Truthfully, there are pops that I have received since I started collecting in 2015 that I have no idea how old they are. I just added them and just called it. But with the Funko app, I'm actually able to narrow it down. So with that being said, I'm not talking about the newest added to my list or the oldest. No, I'm talking about release. So the newest release based on the date of this recording are the Joker and the Riddler art series, which is cool because you guys actually got to see those 2 pops during episode 2. So those are my newest as far as release date is concerned. And the oldest are Professor X and Glenn Rhee. So with that being said, let's dive into those 4 pops.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I choose you.
Alright, let's talk about these 4 pops that the Funko app helped me to choose. Now, as you saw, the way I did it was I decided to base it on which was released the newest and which was released the oldest within my collection of 152 pops. And based on my collection and how up to date the Funko app is, let's start off with the oldest, which are the 2 DC art series pop that you see here. Once again, I do apologize if there are any glare or if it's hard to see. I still don't have the greatest gear to do all of this. So here's a screenshot of both of them. Now, both of these pops were actually released in 2022, with the Joker one actually being released last month in February for Target Con, which was, you know, one of the pops that I received. And when I went on the Target app, they actually still had more of the Riddler one, which I actually purchased as well. So I'm super excited to have these 2 exclusive. Now, using the Funko app, we will see that the Riddler, as of the date of this recording, is valued at $22. Now remember what I said, that Funko has partnered with PPG, poppriceguide.com, in order to provide updated value of the pop. In order to make sure that what's being presented in the app is accurate, I also checked on ppg.com, and guess what? Yep, as of today, in mint condition, this pop is worth $22. Wait a minute, I talked about the Riddler, but what about the Joker? See, if you look at the screenshot of the Funko app, as of the day of this recording, you will notice that the Joker still does not have money value to it. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are not a big fan of the Funko app, because sometimes they take forever to update their pricing or the value of their pops, especially when they're partnered with PPG. So in order for me to provide a accurate account, I went to PPG, and as of today of recording this video, in mint condition, this pop is valued at $25. Now, we can't fully blame Funko for this, because sometimes what ends up happening is maybe there isn't enough sufficient data in PPG in order for them to provide an accurate number. Like I said, this pop recently came out in February, which the date of this recording is March 9th, which means February is only like 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, however you want to look at it, which means maybe they don't have enough data. However, I will suggest to Funko that if you don't have enough data, or if PPG does not have enough data to provide, then just put what the pop is valued at. Put however much you tell Target or whoever you release to sell it for. That way it would just give us some type of an idea, and then as PPG information gets updated, you can update this. But as I mentioned, as of today, the Riddler is worth $22 and the Joker is worth $25. These are my newest pops. Not newest to be added, but newest to be released in my entire collection. But now let's talk about the old school pops. Ready for this? Bang! So both of these items, both of these vaulted pops, my oldest in my collection, were released in 2014. And they're valued at $85 and $46 as the date of this recording on the Funko app and PPG. What's really interesting is to see that a pop that is 8 years old and is no longer being produced, or you know, whatever the case might be, and they're currently vaulted, still value under $100 in mint condition, which makes you wonder what really brings up the value of Pops. Is it age, or is it the exclusivity, or what can it be? You know, before I continue, how about you guys let me know in the comments, what do you believe is the reason why Pops go up in value? Now these 4 Pops here, with these 2 being recently added to my collection, actually plays a big role, and which is actually funny. Remember in the episode number 2 of this series, I mentioned that 75% of my collection behind me are Funko Pops that I hesitated whether or not I should buy or not buy it. Then I said that 20% of my collection is Pops that there was no hesitation, I just purchased it. Well, that's the case with these 2 art series one. When I saw Target Con announce this Pop, the Joker one specifically, I was super excited. Now here's something, reading is fundamental. I thought both of these were Target Con Pops. So on the day that Target Con started, I was working, so I couldn't actually go to Target, to my local Target, and go look for it and hopefully find it. No. I actually had the app, and I was able to add it to my cart and buy it. When I was looking for the Riddler within the Target Con page, I couldn't find it. I was like, man, where is it? And I had to like look it up on Google and realize, oh, it's a Target exclusive, but it's not part of Target Con. So I was like, oh, did I miss my opportunity? Luckily, by the grace of God, they still had it available. I added it to my cart and I purchased, in which I was able to receive both of them. So these 2 were no hesitation. I wanted these so badly. I wanted this one specifically, and when I saw this one, because I thought it was part of Target Con, I bought it. But yeah, there was no hesitation. I bought it, used my card that I have on my phone, just paid for it and all this stuff. Remember, 75% hesitation, 20% no hesitation, and then the last 5% of my collection are mystery boxes, items that I have received mystery boxes. And guess what? Which is funny is that the 2 newest ones were no hesitation purchase, and the 2 oldest ones were from mystery boxes. Yes, both my Glenn and my Professor X Pop that you see here, both of the oldest Pop in my collection are actually came from mystery boxes that I purchased. I'm addicted to mystery boxes. It's like a little gamble for me, and it's hard. I've been really disciplined within the past 3 years of not buying so many mystery boxes. I think I've only bought 5 within the past year and a half. The Glenn one I actually got from Comic-Con 2019, which I believe, yeah, 2019 or 2018. That's what it says, between 2018 and 2019. I can't quite remember. I went and bought a mystery box for one of the booths, a $15 mystery box with a guarantee of 15 or more. If you buy mystery boxes, then you know that sometimes they sell you a mystery box for a certain price, but they guarantee you that no matter what you get, whether if it's a common or exclusive or a rare one, you're guaranteed to get $15 back or get your money back. You know, that's how many of these mystery boxes work. They really base it off PPG on the date that they pack up the boxes. So they pack up the boxes, and 2 days later that price might just skyrocket downward. So well, that wouldn't make sense. Skyrocket goes up, it might just go downward. So this mystery box cost $15, and I got the Glenn. At the time that I got it, Glenn was only valued at between $23 to $25. So I was able to make $10, let's just say $10 back on it. The Professor X actually got from another mystery box. I believe it was from a YouTuber or from a website. I can't quite remember, so I don't want to say the YouTuber's name because I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. But it was a mystery box that I got, and it was like a pack of 3 or 4. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh snap, Professor X. I believe the time that I unraveled that Professor X, it was only valued at $30 something in mint condition. Now unfortunately, mystery boxes, especially with Pops that are older, you know, tend to have some wear and tear, and that's actually the case for not just these 2, but actually for all these 4 right here. With the Glenn Professor X, you can tell that they were old. Professor X has some dent and scratches in the back. Glenn has a scratch at the bottom, and also a dent on the side. And with the two art series, even though they are in hard cases, when I took them out, they actually had like, you know when somebody's cutting up a box and they accidentally slice, they have like a little imprint of a blade on the side. And this one's actually not, nope, I lied. I was gonna say it's not that bad, but on the top there's like a little tear on the window part of it. And unfortunately, with mystery boxes, you know, you get what you get, you know. You take the risk of, you know, spending however much it is on that mystery box or mystery bag, you know, and they're telling you you're not guaranteed to get your money back, but you are guaranteed to have something that's worth whatever their floor money is. But you can't really guarantee that it's going to be in the best condition ever, which really sucks because sometimes that does bring down the value. With the art series, that's one of the downfalls of purchasing the things online. See, whenever I go and get something from Target or a shared convention exclusive or any type of exclusive pop to some store or brand, I prefer to actually go to that location and look at the pops and grab the best one. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, when the Joker was released, I was currently working, so I couldn't go to my local Target. So I had to order online, and typically online they're not looking for that. They just take the pop, put in the pop protector, and just ship it off to you. But anyways, folks, yeah, so even though people love to hate and hate to love the Funko app, the Funko app does allow you to really figure out what you have in your collection. If you're trying to figure out what is your oldest pop, Funko will help you. If you're trying to figure out what's your most valuable or high pop, Funko will tell you. As far as these four pops will actually stay in my collection. There is a part of me that's thinking about selling the Professor X, but I think I might hold on to him just a little bit. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, you know, and I'm surprised this one is still at $46, because if you watch The Walking Dead and you know about Glenn, then yeah. And that's, both of these are 2014 pops vaulted, so we'll hold on to it. And as far as the art series, of course I'm keeping those. They look so cool. Anyways, folks, with that being said, my name is No Way Jose 1022. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Into the Collection. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like, comment, go check out my other content, my gaming, the other 2 episodes of Into the Collection, and stay tuned. There's actually a few more episodes coming up, and I actually have a special Walking Dead one coming up pretty soon, so take care. See you next time.